And that's a Red Devils goal. Goal scored number 10, Ethan Washington.
Yeah. So Mr. Johnson's out doing the softball game. That's right. Yeah. You want to start? I think you can start talking to one of these to see what's going on with the game. I know we're having. What? You use these? Yeah.
I never did lacrosse before, so.
Yeah. Just pull me up for start when you want.
Look in the middle. 15.
Brad should be here in a minute. So.
Shoot. And that's a Red Devil goal. Goal scorer number 4, Frankie Scally. Hello.
Wait, are you here to do the camera? Yeah. All right. So
3. One of
deal
the girls
is
just showed
Mr.
up.
Johnson's out doing softball right now, and Brad should be here any moment to start that.
Okay.
We'll just start doing this. We're not live streaming at the moment.
Okay.
I'm just gonna.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll try. Looks like he's going now. Yep. That was Mr. Johnson. He said you have to use the handheld mics. You didn't figure that out, right? figured. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So maybe the only sports they don't have is the ones that
Wrestling?
oh yeah, wrestling. Maybe they don't have bowling, maybe they don't have unified, maybe they don't have a girls wrestling team.
Oh, okay.
But they're all your major sports though.
Okay.
Well, I haven't started yet. I decided to wait for you.
Yeah.
I think I forgot to tell
Well, that's not a big deal. I mean,
we weren't live streaming.
Well,
I think that's why you didn't really.
I think it's at 6 on NBA.com as well, so, you know. Do you have some?
What?
You have
I
some?
don't think it's live.
Oh, it's not?
Yeah.
It's not live.
It's not. Okay.
Yeah, when they don't change it on the NBA.com,
Yeah.
that's like
Did he just say we can go? Dude, you want to just go after this quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I can get prepared too.
I don't know how to know when we're gonna be live. But
We're going to be live?
I don't know. I said I don't know when we're gonna know we're live. He said software and all that.
Well, is he just expecting us? Is this just going to be pre-recorded?
yes.
Okay, yeah, so we can just go whenever then. So
Okay.
we'll go after the first quarter. Yeah.
Come on.
Are they up to you? Yeah.
Go to the hoop.
Okay.
Go, push it. There he is in the middle. Look at God.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Hayden. Here, we'll go. Okay. And we're here with Hunterdon Central Television. It's the Hunterdon Central Red Devils versus Phillipsburg in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Tournament. Central, the 6 seed. Phillipsburg, the 11. Brad Romano.
Aiden
alongside
Podinker.
Aiden Podinker. And Central just scored a goal. 3-0. That was Ethan Washington on the goal.
That's a Red Devils goal. Ethan Washington on the goal. Second of the night.
So it's a 3-0 lead currently for the Hunterdon Central Red Devils. Once again, it is the Hunterdon Warren Sussex Tournament. We apologize about the late start.
Yep. Central, their lone win this season coming against Phillipsburg earlier this season, have been on a bit of a down streak as of late, but looking to bounce back.
Yep, Central currently with a record of 1-9 on the season, 1-3 Scott and Delaware. Ironically, their one win coming against Phillipsburg in an 11-2 game. Scally had 3 goals in that game. They are the 6th seed in the tournament, though. A lot of good teams that this team has played. Strength of schedule is huge. Their last game was against Somerville, lost 13-2, but they have a good shot to get a momentum booster today. The winner of this game takes on the number 3 seed Voorhees.
Yep. Central, right now, good start, 3-0 in the first quarter. Looking to continue this momentum.
Yeah, and you saw Ethan Washington get that last goal. Ethan Washington, coming into this game, had half of the goals for Central Lacrosse. They had 30 goals on the season. He has 15.
Impressive for the senior.
Ground ball picked up there. It's currently Phillipsburg with it. Phillipsburg is 2-8 on the year, 0-3 in the Skyline Valley. They're the 11th seed in this tournament. They beat Vernon 7-4 to play the Red Devils. They scored 70 goals on the year. A big reason they beat JP Stevens 22-0 in one of their 2 wins. Their other comes against another team.
So, Phillipsburg goal, it looks like. I don't believe I recognize who that was.
That was number 21 of Phillipsburg. That is Jimmy Donnelly. Jimmy Donnelly, one of the better scorers for Phillipsburg. He had 2 goals against Vernon.
State ladder goal. Jimmy Donnelly on the goal.
Phillipsburg
State liners.
finally getting some offense
Lead
in.
3-1.
It's been Old Central as of before that. Now Phillipsburg finally gets on the board.
So here's the face-off. Joe Rollins, the face-off for Hunterdon Central. He's coming into Arcadia to play lacrosse at the next level. Wins most of his face-offs. Ball's on the ground. Looking to be scooped up. Looks like Phillipsburg's going to get that. That's number 3, Aiden Highwell. On the attack is Phillipsburg. There's number 11, Ryan Evans. Behind the goalie is Phillipsburg. There's Jeremy ML. There's number 37, Noah Birmingham. Ball's going to get poked out on the ground, picked right back up by Phillipsburg. Just over 2 minutes left in this first. Looking for a shot attempt there. That's going to be blocked. That was attempted by number 5, Jeremy ML.
Well, I want to point out how before that sequence, Phillipsburg doing a nice job staying away from the Central players, creating space, waiting for someone to get open to pass the ball to.
Ball's going to get stolen. Trying to get picked up here. Whistle blown. It's going to be Central ball. That is James Mongo with it. Central's attack really highlighted by both Ethan Washington and Frankie Scally, getting the majority of the goals for this Red Devils team. Again, Phillipsburg is the only team Central's beat, although that is a good scenario for them in this tournament.
Currently leading them right now, too.
Quick passing around the field. Here's Ethan Washington. Trying to get close, defended well. Behind the goal now. Right back to the middle, right back to Ethan Washington in the exact same spot. Trying to set him up. Phillipsburg defending it well. Fake shot attempt there. Washington spins off.
Final minute of the first quarter.
There's Frankie Scally back to Farley to Washington. Farley long distance shot, and that's going to be saved by the Phillipsburg goalie. That is number 16 for Phillipsburg, Alexi Maria. Excuse me, no, that's number 33 actually, Logan Hummer.
Aggressive shot there by Farley. Did not come up with the goal, though.
Ball's on the ground, poked out, whistle blown. With 11 seconds left to go in the first. Subs coming in. Just rather players coming out, subs coming in. Final 5 seconds here. Central looking to get one final goal. They're going to have to fire it. That's not going to go in. So at the end of the first, Central leads Phillipsburg 3-1. Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. Stay tuned for more. And we're back here for the second quarter. Once again, if you're just tuning in, it's the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament between Hunterdon Central and Phillipsburg. Central, the 6th seed, Phillipsburg, the 11th seed, Aiden. Central off to a good start. Ethan Washington with 2 goals, Scally with 1. Both of their best scorers getting on the board early.
Yeah, doing a good job, being aggressive on offense, playing good defense, only allowing Phillipsburg to have 1 goal in that first quarter. So they got to continue doing that.
Yeah, and although the record for Central may not be the best, this is a Central team that has faced the best of the best in New Jersey. Teams like Westfield, Bernards, Pingree, they have a really hard schedule because this Central lacrosse team is very prestigious, so they're going to get matched up against really good teams.
Yeah, huge part of their not so great 1-9 record, including 9 straight losses after beating Phillipsburg in the first game of the season.
So here's the face-off. Still on the ground, and big fight for it. Phillipsburg comes up with it. There's number 25, Logan Carpenter. But it's going to be taken right back from Central. There's number 2, James Mongo with it. Gives it right back. Gives it right to Gambrill. Here's Brandon Gambrill. He has 3 goals on the year along with an assist. He's going to go behind the goalie. Still with it. Going near him is Alexi Maria. It's right back to Washington. Goes to the left, right back. Full circle. Gambro behind. Right to Holland. It's Washington with it. Defended well. Gambrill tries to get it to Washington. And that's going to be stolen by Highwell. And Phillipsburg right with it.
Yeah, long possession there by Central. Ends with a steal by number 3, Highwell.
So now it's Phillipsburg on the attack for the first time in this quarter, but it's not going to be for long, as that's picked right back up by Jesse Foster, one of Central's better defenders. Washington going to jog with it. Right past defenders, and that'll go right in with ease for Ethan Washington, and that is his 3rd goal on the game for a 4-1 Central lead.
Washington with the hat trick only in the second quarter.
On the goal. 4-1 Red Devils.
That is now 18 goals on the season for Washington.
Washington doing a good job. Was able to get by the first defender and squeeze in between 2 other defenders to make the goal.
Washington a commit for Stevenson University play at the next level. So Central extends their lead 4-1. Again, the first meeting between these two teams, the home opener and the first game of the season for Central, was an 11-2 win against Phillipsburg. It's currently 4-1. Red Devils, here's the face-off. Rollins wins that easily. Gonna lose it, get it right back up off the ground. There's number 15, Tim Schuba. It's Central on the attack. It's Tyler Farley with it. He's it right back to Gambro. Washington. Gonna go towards the middle, and that's gonna go in once again for Ethan Washington, his 4th goal of the game. Having a game, Ethan Washington and Central, just like that, 5-1, 2 goals in the span of about 2 minutes.
The Red Devil goal. Ethan Washington on the goal. Extends the lead. 5-1 Red Devils.
Washington telling himself that he's going to do it himself. Gets the goal 4 on the day now.
Still 9:23 left to go in the second, and Central does not seem to be slowing down.
Phillipsburg has to find a counter for Washington before this game gets more out of hand.
Phillipsburg wins the face-off, but might not get it for long. It's going to be picked up by Mongo, and now Mongo's going to run with it. 2 defenders chasing him. Still sticks with it. Right back to number 21, Nick Terracone. Near the midfield is Washington. Washington back with it once again. Back to Holland. Holland right to Scally. Holland has a goal in the year, but 5 assists. Washington near the goal. Has a defender with one looking at him. Long attempt there. A little high there for Dyer Holland.
Holland recently subbed in, went for a shot in his first couple minutes on the field. Sadly went over the goal, and Washington barely misses that one.
So Dyer, Holland, a little too high. 7:57 left in the second. And that's going to go in for Hunterdon Central. Frankie Scally his 10th goal on the year in double digits, and another goal for Central extends the lead 6-1.
That's a Red Devils goal. Frankie Scally on the goal for the Red Devils.
Aiden, the offense has been Scally in Washington. Only them. I mean, they have all the goals are carrying Central right now.
Yeah, 6 points between them combined. I want to go back to the last goal by Scally. The behind the over the shoulder, behind the back, what it looked like from here into the goal. That's one of the nicest goals you're going to see in lacrosse.
So Central extends their lead 6-1. 3 goals scored already in this second quarter. Looking to add more. Rollins is going to win the face-off. Going to be poked out automatically. Phillipsburg trying to get it. They can't fully get it off the ground. They stick with it. Whistle is blown. It looks like a timeout is called. And Aiden, Phillipsburg definitely going to talk things over here. Down 6-1 only in the second. It seems that they cannot get on the attack. The ball is getting poked out every single second. They can't get it off the ground. They got to fix something here.
Yeah, their overall team awareness needs to be a little bit improved so far. Their defense on Washington and Scally also needs some improvement if they want to stay in this game and have a chance to win.
7:34 to go in the second. And yeah, this Central lacrosse team, has rich history. One of the best programs in Hunterdon Central sports. And with that comes a lot of pressure. Hunterdon Moore Sussex tournament right now. Central's won this tournament a lot of times. And although they have this 1-9 record, they can still compete. If they win this today, go up against Voorhees the round after, and they could definitely win that.
Yeah, Central, like you said, rich history. That brings a lot of pressure, like what you said again. But they're doing a good job so far in the first round against a opponent they know that they can be, an opponent they have faced before.
And Central is 5-0 in the last 5 meetings against Phillipsburg. That goes back to 2022 to present. They have won all 5 times, looking to make it 6 times in the past 6 meetings, 6-0.
Both of these teams kind of playing with a chip on their shoulder. Phillipsburg, 5 straight losses to Central. They want to prove something, prove that they can beat Central. Meanwhile, Central proving that their record doesn't show their overall skill so far.
Phillipsburg will be on the attack. That's number 1, Andrew Blackwell. Only 1 goal scored for the away team. Tried to do a spin move there was number 7, Connor Johnson. Fell during it, and that'll be Central on the attack.
Yes, spin did not get the full spin out on that.
There's Lennon Frey with it. He'll get taken right out. Scally, 2 goals in this game. Washington, right back to Farley. Right back in the midfield is Farley. Screen set. In the back is Gambrill. Shot attempt there from Farley. Little inaccurate. Goes out. Still Central. Closest. Went out of bounds.
Central, when they get near their goal, they spend a lot of time. They do not give Phillipsburg a chance to take the ball away from them.
Farley right back to Washington. Shot attempt there, and that's good. Once again for Ethan Washington, his 5th goal this game, and that makes it 7-1. What a dominant performance from Ethan Washington.
Yeah, Washington able to get it to the bottom left corner of the goal. Nice accuracy there. Goalie could not defend that.
It's now 7-1 Hunterdon Central. 6 goals from Ethan Washington. He had 15 goals coming into this game. 5 goals, and now it is 20. 20 goals on the season, 5 coming from this game. Rollins wins the face-off. Ball on the ground. Ground ball picked up. It's Gambrill going to his spot. Washington loses it, gets it right back. Shot attempt from Holland. No good. Stay reigns with Central. Gambrill picks it right up. Off the ground. And that goes in for Holland. And Holland gets his first goal of the game. And that makes it 8-1 Hunterdon Central. That's the second goal of the season for Holland.
Yep, 8 goals now for Central, 8 points. Only 3 separate players have scored, which is kind of impressive for 8 goals. Only 3 different players score.
Central won 11-2 in their home opener against Phillipsburg. Are only 3 away from 11, and it's only the second quarter.
Looking to be a very similar story to that first meeting.
Phillipsburg on the attack after they win the face-off. It's number 3, Aiden Highwell. Trying to get their second goal of the game and trying to get back in this. Over 4 minutes left to go in the second quarter. Shot attempt for Phillipsburg. That's no good. That's going to be saved by Devlin. Devlin coming into this game, 89 saves on the year, 63 goals allowed. He's going to lose it there on the attempted throw. Gets it right back. Pass there was intended for Rollins. It stays with Central, however, but a whistle's blown. And that's going to be a timeout.
Yep, nice save there by Devlin. Kind of lost the ball at the end, but great job getting it down the field. Nearly intercepted, though. It was intercepted by Phillipsburg, but Central able to get it right back.
So an 8-1 Hunterdon Central lead, and Aiden, it's just complete dominance right now. You know, at this point, Phillipsburg just needs that one goal to perhaps maybe get back in this, but having such a big lead this early in the game is huge for Hunterdon Central. It's going to be very hard for Phillipsburg to come back.
Yep, 7 goal difference. Phillipsburg, they only got 2 goals in the first match, only 1 so far today. They would need a big game swinging momentum play to happen if they want to get back to this game and tie it up and then make this game close. So both teams are in a timeout. Both teams currently talking it over with their coaches. Phillipsburg probably trying to game plan, trying to figure out how to cover all these Central stars like Washington, Farley, Mongo, and they're just trying to figure it out.
3:39 left in the second quarter. There is a mercy rule in lacrosse if a team is down by 12. And Aiden, with the way it's looking, we could very well see that.
Yeah, At this rate, we could see it sometime in the third quarter if Phillipsburg doesn't get a couple goals in the final 4 minutes of this game, of the first half.
So game will resume. It's Central on the attack. Here's Washington. Has 5 goals in this game so far. It's Farley with it. His shot too high. Remains with Central. Gambrill, you know, he's always seeming to be behind that goal, so if a shot goes too high, they'll still have it.
Yeah.
It's right back to Farley to Washington. 3 minutes in the second. Farley trying to get a shot, defended well. Washington shot, that is good. Once again, the 6th goal of the game for Ethan Washington, and it's now 9-1. There's nothing else much to say. The complete dominance by Ethan Washington, Aiden.
Yeah, Washington. I mean, I'm not sure what the school record is for goals in the game, but if it's near like 6, Washington has a chance to catch up, and potentially break the school record.
Yeah, and, you know, Washington is really Central's offense. You know, Scally's also really good, but Washington has more than half of Central's goals on this season. He had 15 coming into this game, has 21 now. Extremely impressive.
Yep, Washington. That's the reason why he's going to go to college to continue playing this sport. It's because his ability to just put points on the board.
Face-off won by Central.
What I've noticed is most of this game, Central's, they've won near 99% of the face-offs.
Yeah, Rollins is very good in the face-off. You know, the record might not show it, but Rollins does a very good job. He's going to Arcadia to play at the next level. That's in PA. Over 2 minutes left in the third. Central going to slow it down a bit.
We brought up the mercy rule earlier. In my opinion, that is if you end up having to use the mercy rule as your team on the other side, that has to be just a big confidence, just not a confidence booster at all. Knowing that you're down that much to have a mercy rule have to be put in.
Still Central on the attack. Central has a very quick passing game, allowing them to remain on the attack for a very long time. Ball's on the ground. Phillipsburg gets back with it. Scally had multiple defenders on him. And here comes Phillipsburg the other way, trying to make this a 9-2 game, and a whistle is blown.
Multiple
It's a
defenders
timeout.
there, just swinging at Scally. And one of them was able to knock the ball out of Scally's hands.
Lots of timeouts called. And if you're Phillipsburg, you know, only 1:16 left in the second. You're just trying to get one goal at this point. Definitely do not want to rush this. Although there is minimal time, you definitely want to strategize this.
Yeah, a goal here could be a pretty big confidence booster heading into the second half. Even though it was still end up being a 7-point game, it's better than an 8-point game. It gives you more of a shot to stay in this game and potentially move on to the second round. If you were just joining us, Washington with 6 goals out of the Central 9 as they are up 9-1 with under a minute and a half left of this first half. Phillipsburg not able to keep up with Central's high-paced offense so far.
Minute and 16 left in the second. It'll be Phillipsburg on the attack. ground, scoops right back up, is Hunterdon Central. Just like that, right back with the ball. Defender coming up near, holds on to it as Mongo. Keeping it back is Hunterdon Central. There's Jesse Foster. Under a minute left. It is a 9-1 game. Central looking to make it 10-1. There's Farley. Right to Frey. Back to Washington. With 30 seconds left. Gambrill behind. Washington, his shot no good. Scooped up by Phillipsburg with only 10 seconds left. Gotta hurry here. Looks like they're going to take their time. 5 seconds. That ball just going to bounce. And Central going to let it stay on the ground. So at halftime, complete dominance from Hunterdon Central. A 9-1 game. Washington with 6 goals. Stay tuned. Second half action.
Hunterdon Central Regional High School, located in beautiful Hunterdon County, is a high-achieving 9th to 12th grade school district educating over 2,200 students from 5 different municipalities. We are an innovative educational community dedicated to the intellectual, social, and emotional safety and growth of all of our students. We are proud to have been named a National Blue Ribbon School of Excellence, ranked second in New Jersey for top public comprehensive high schools by U.S. News & World Report, received an AP School Honor Roll Silver Distinction. Our students are National Merit Scholarship semifinalists and commended students every year. And our students and teams have won a lot of trophies. And while we are very proud of these accomplishments, Hunterdon Central is more than awards. We are a welcoming school community committed to education, respect, growth, and support. And at Hunterdon Central, there is something for everyone. From academics to extracurriculars, we strive to offer something that will interest every student that enters our hallways. Look at our vast list of courses to choose from. Whether students are into math, science, English, history, or maybe they like business, art, or music, robotics, TV, or radio, we have something for every student at Hunterdon Central. Passionate about languages and culture? We had 118 students recently graduate earning the seal of biliteracy. We even offer 6 specialized academies through our magnet program in architectural design, biomedical sciences, computer science, engineering, media and communications, and robotics, and they are right here at Hunterdon Central. Students do not have to go to another school to participate in these unique academies. Central offers 18 different types of sports over 3 seasons with varsity, JV, and freshman levels, and we offer unified sports for students with and without disabilities. Our caring staff is dedicated to helping students succeed in every way. Please don't hesitate to ask questions and reach out if you need any help anytime. Welcome to Hunterdon Central.
And we're back here for the third quarter. Halftime is done. It is a 9-1 Central lead, aiding complete dominance from Hunterdon Central in that first half. Ethan Washington, 6 goals on the day. Phenomenal performance from him. Scally with 2 and Holland from 1. Phillipsburg just doesn't have an answer.
Yeah, Phillipsburg, they got to figure out something here early on in the third quarter. Because if it's like halfway and like near the end of the third quarter, it's still 9-1 or even Central has a couple more goals, then this game's all but over.
Again, running clock if up by 12. It is currently 9-1, so if Central were to go up 13-1, it would be a running clock.
Central will try their hardest to play for that, as they can have extra time to prepare for round 2 against Voorhees if they do win.
Voorhees, the 3 seed in this tournament. Central's the 6 seed. Phillipsburg, the 11. Here's the face-off. Rollins on the ground, picks it up. 1. So here's Central on the attack. Central 9 goals in just 2 quarters. Looking to add on, there's number 4, Frankie Scally. Scally, a freshman, starting on varsity. His sister plays girls lacrosse, committed to Monmouth. Girls lacrosse has been very good this season. Softball is currently playing right now against Watchung Hills. Undefeated currently, one of the best in New Jersey. Shot attempt here for Central. That one saved. That was Scally on the attempt. Fight for it on the ground. And Central going to pick that right back up. That's Farley on the ground ball. It's right back to Scally. Flag football tomorrow. And for HGTV. And boys lacrosse back at it again against Ridge on Thursday. It's the schedule for this week. Shot attempt there is good. Tyler Farley on the goal. That's his 3rd goal on the year. And Central makes it a 9-point lead, 10-1 Red Devils.
I believe that's his also first of this game. 4th Central player to score a goal. Just 3 more. Central has that mercy rule enforced.
Farley, a senior, also played football, was a tight end and linebacker. 3rd goal on the year, has an assist as well on the season. That goal scored in less than 2 minutes in this 3rd quarter.
Central continuing their dominance, their momentum they had all that entire 1st quarter, where they started striking early in the 1st, and then a 7-goal 2nd quarter.
Central wins the faceoff once again. Rollins has won the majority of faceoffs today. It's Central on the attack. Central, it seems like they've been on the attack this entire game, Aiden.
Yeah, it's Phillipsburg. They just can't gain possession of the ball, and when they do, they lose it fairly quickly.
Current update in softball, they are up 1-0 against Watchung Hills in the top of the 7th. Watchung has 2 on base with 1 out. Central looking to remain undefeated against a skilled Watchung Hills team, and the Central Lacrosse currently up 10-1 with less than 10 minutes in the 3rd.
I was there in person for one of those games. Central's softball team is very impressive.
Yeah, Emily Van Cleef, phenomenal pitcher.
Yeah.
Committed to Boston College. Only allowed about, I believe, 5 hits on the season. And, with softball, there's only really 1 pitcher, so she's done all of it.
Yeah.
Here's Central still in the attack. Trying to get something is Shuba. Phillipsburg steals it. Now on the run. On attack for the first time this quarter is number 9, Gavin Delarier. And that one will go in for Phillipsburg.
That was number 21.
That was number 21, Jimmy Donnelly. Donnelly has both goals for Phillipsburg in this game. So Phillipsburg back on the board, 10-2, still down by 8, but just maybe some momentum for a Phillipsburg team that desperately needs it.
Yeah, that was a rare offensive mistake there by Central. Phillipsburg capitalized, went all the way down the field, was able to score the 2nd goal of the game. Still an 8-point lead, though. It's got a lot of more work to do.
Gambro loses it, gets it right back. Baseball is currently playing Ridge. Central Baseball's 8-3 on the year, playing a skilled Ridge team, coming off a win against Bridgewater. Boys volleyball have their senior night tonight. Boys volleyball, good season for them. Boys tennis has also been really good this year.
Spring being proving to be a good time for Central sports.
Lost ball for Scally, gets it right back. Fast passing game for the Red Devils. Shot attempt there, no good. Bounces to the left is Shuba. He has 1 goal on the year, the junior.
Went for a little off the ground. I don't know if that was intentional or not, but bounced off the turf.
Phillipsburg will get it right back. That's number 28 with it. That is Amori Ruzic. On the ground. Phillipsburg trying to get it right back. They will. There's Highwell. Ball on the ground once again. Phillipsburg sticks with it, but they're being defended very tightly. Got to be careful here. There's Birmingham. On the ground. Once again, Phillipsburg gets it, but sloppy play. They stick with it, closest to it. 7:03 left in the third.
Yeah, Phillipsburg was back on the offensive attack, just scoring a goal a minute ago, was able to get back on offense. Sadly, the off-target shot, they still got possession. They'll have a chance to, but a save by Ryan Devlin.
And Central Softball has won 1-0. They remain undefeated on the season, beating Watchung Hills.
Oh, little truck there.
It's Scally. Back on the attack. There's Farley. Scored the latest goal for Central. Up by 8 are the Red Devils. Phillipsburg guarding Ethan Washington very tightly, as they should. 6 goals in this game. Here's Scally. Had a good look, but it got poked out. And now it's Phillipsburg with it. And that's going to be a flag thrown. I believe that's going to be on Tyler Farley.
Yeah, Farley just pushing number 5, I believe.
Jeremy Amell.
Yeah, Jeremy Amell just pushing him to the ground. Not allowed to do that. Gets a flag called on him.
So Phillipsburg will now be on the attack. Down by 8.
Phillipsburg looking to play a lot more aggressive so far. Their defense has stepped up besides that 1 goal they've allowed, but they've had a lot more possession, it feels like, than they've had all of the first half.
So here's Phillipsburg after the penalty on Central. Just over 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Bad pass there, but it stays with Phillipsburg.
Costly mistake, though. Not the greatest pass, but Jeremy Amell still had a chance to pick the ball up. Could not.
It's Frey with it on the attack. Right to Gambrill. Gambrill's got 3 goals on the year.
Farley substituting into the game.
With Washington. Back behind, right to Gambrill, almost poked out. Farley had a look, gonna pass it back to Holland. Holland has 1 goal in this game. Shot attempt there. That's going to be saved by the goalie. Logan Hummer.
Hummer doing a better job than he did in the first half. Able to save these goals. Allowed 9 in the first half.
Here's Phillipsburg on the attack.
Nice save there by Devlin.
Stays with Phillipsburg. Phillipsburg trying to get another goal in this quarter. 2 defenders on Conley. And Central gets right back with it. Jesse Foster recovers it.
Looked like the Phillipsburg player just lost possession of the ball. Just went for the shot, just fell out of his little stick. Was not able to repossession it.
Farley right back to Gambrill. Gambrill maybe looked to turn around and get it. Couldn't get a look. Over 2 minutes left in this quarter. One more to go after this. It's Scally. Defended tightly. Right back to Farley. Farley, good look, and that'll go in for Tyler Farley. His second goal of the game. 4 goals on the year. And it is now the score of the first game between Central and Phillipsburg of 11-2. Central 11 goals this game. Farley gets a second goal.
Funny coincidence. That is, you have the same exact score as the final score in the first meeting, like you said, 11-2 Central. I mean, if you add the scores of both those games, that's outscoring Phillipsburg 22-4, which is wild to believe that because Phillipsburg earlier this season had a game where they scored 22 points, and now only 4 points combined against Central, and it's been 6 quarters, almost 7.
Washington, good speed. Couldn't get it. Stays with Central.
One of the few misses by Washington this game. 6 goals for him.
Fight for on the ground. Phillipsburg covers it. That is number 28. Amori Ruzic. Ball goes out.
Looks like
Timeout was called.
Yeah. I believe Phillipsburg might retain possession, depending on who they decided with.
Yep, timeout. Central Phillipsburg will be back after. Back here after the timeout. 11-2 Hunterdon Central in the third quarter with 1:47 left to play in the third.
Phillipsburg has yet to find an answer to get back into this game. It was able to get a goal early in the third quarter, answering a previous Central goal. But since then, it's been similar to the first half, just nothing going for them.
It'll be Phillipsburg on the attack. Only 2 goals scored so far, both by Jimmy Donnelly. That ball poked out right in for Hunterdon Central, but it goes right back to Phillipsburg. And a whistle blown.
Washington slipping back into the game as play resumes.
Minute left to go in this third quarter. A 9-point lead for Central. It's Ethan Washington with it. He's been the hot hand today. High pass goes right back to Scally. Back to Farley. Farley scored the last 2 goals in this game for Central, excuse me.
Nice job of defense by number 37 for Phillipsburg, not letting Farley get past him.
Farley spins past the defender.
Oh,
Only 15 seconds to work with. Central gotta hurry. Final 10 seconds here. Farley is gonna have no choice but to shoot it. And that's gonna be saved by the Phillipsburg goalie. High up in the air. And that'll do it for the third quarter. 11-2. Dominant performance by Central. One more. Stay tuned. Back here for the final fourth quarter in Central Lacrosse. Central up 11-2. Another dominant performance against Phillipsburg. Phillipsburg just hasn't been able to get on the attacking, and it seems like every time they have a chance, Central pokes it out immediately.
yeah, also have not been able to stop Washington with 6 goals, and Farley as well as
Scally.
yeah.
Yeah, Farley, really good third quarter for him. 2 goals in that quarter. Holland and Scally, like you said, both have goals, but Ethan Washington's been the story tonight.
Yeah,
Today.
6 goals for him. The 3 players, they have added up to 10 of the 11 Central goals so far. Looking to maybe add on to that. They don't necessarily need them from them. I just try to keep possession of the ball, just make sure Phillipsburg does not have a chance to get the ball.
Face-off's going to be won by Central. It's Mongo with it, brings it up past the midfield. It's Terracone with it. Right back to the midfield is Holland. They bring back in Washington. Washington's tightly defended. It's Farley with it. He's the hot hand of the third quarter. Washington sets a screen for Schuba. Right back to Holland. Behind the goal is Terracone. Central once again keeping their fast-paced passing. Another screen from Washington. Shot attempt there. That's off. Stays with Central. That was Schuba on the shot.
Credit to Phillipsburg playing way better defense in the second half, only allowing 2 goals so far in the second half.
Farley goes the other way. Washington a little more quiet in the second half, but he's been defended very tightly. Shot attempt there. That's going to be saved by Hummer. And Phillipsburg looking to get on the attack for the first time in a while. Had that 1 goal in the third. Besides that, barely anything.
Yeah.
And that pass way too high. That's going to go out.
Mistakes like those are the reason why Phillipsburg's offense is yet to do it. Really anything besides the 2 goals. Just not that they have had a couple bad passes near the Central goal that's cost them possession. Now another high pass there gives Central the possession again. So that was Washington with his 7th.
Yeah, Washington with his 7th goal in the game. Complete dominance from Ethan Washington. 7 goals in 1 game speaks for itself. He had 15 goals, Aiden, coming into this game. He now has 22 on the season, just like that. He has more than half the goals for Central in general. Phenomenal player for this team.
Yeah, and if he gets 1 more goal this game, he would have half the goals he had coming into this. He had 15. 8 is more than half than 15.
Yeah, unreal game from the senior. It is now a 10-point lead for the Red Devils with just over 10 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter.
A career game for Washington, and what a game to have it in the first round of the tournament. hopefully he could continue this play in the next matchup against Voorhees.
Still on the ground. There's a fight for it. Hasn't been scooped up yet. Rollins is still right there. Looks like it's still on the ground. Big fight for this one. And Central will retain it. That looks like it is number 7, Matt Smith, that got that. He's the long stick. At the midfield, it's Scally. 2 goals on the game. Right to Holland. He has 1. Central, they, barring a miracle, will be their second win against Phillipsburg. And Aiden, as I was saying, Central's dominated Phillipsburg in the past 5 meetings, 5-0 against them, going back to 2022. Just seems like they had their number every time they face each other.
Yeah, Phillipsburg cannot be happy about that. Going into this, you would expect them to, it's a tournament. It's a team that's owned us for the past 5 years. We got to change that today, but it has not been that way for Phillipsburg.
Over 8 minutes left in the 4th. Scally comes off a screen from Farley. Has 2 on him still. There's Farley. Tight window. And that's saved easily. Not enough power on that one. Hummer didn't really have to move his stick there. It's number 16, Alexi Maria. Whistle's blown.
Timeout.
Looks like a timeout, yeah. And for Phillipsburg, Aiden, there's not really much else to say in that timeout than just score. You know, down 12-2, you're down by 10. There's 8 minutes left. They got to try to get as many goals as they can in a very tight window.
Yeah, like you said, just wondering what the words are going on. I mean, probably not much. Coaches probably just trying to give a confidence boost to their players after this rough day. As for Central, they have a lot to be proud about today. A pretty rough season, and they're hopefully this game for them was hopefully maybe a season changer.
Yeah, this is a team that was on a 9-game losing streak, so to win a game like this and get right back on track maybe could set the tempo for the rest of the season. You know, they have a win. Forget all those losses. You're winning today. You advance in the tournament. Could be good.
Yeah. The mindset I have is this very strong blowout when in a playoff game, tournament game, cancels out all those previous 9 losses.
42 goals now scored on the year for Hunterdon Central. Going in, they had 30. Goes up to 12 with 42. So game will resume in just a few moments. It's 12-2 Central.
Central looks to be starting off without some of their better players like Washington, and I'd probably just keep them out for the rest of the game. Rest them up.
100%.
No need to risk their body for another 8 minutes when you're up by 10.
Yeah, rightfully. So definitely deserve the rest. A great game from Washington, Scally, and others. Again, barring a miracle, they will play Voorhees in the second round. Voorhees is the 3 seed in this tournament. A 6-3 matchup. Shot attempt there. That's going to be saved. Trying to get it right back, but Devlin's right there. That shot was attempted by Mason Kennedy, the sophomore.
Devlin having one of his better games of the season. Only 2 goals allowed.
Yeah, and Devlin really hasn't had to do much. You know, Central's been on attack 90% of this game. So Devlin, when it comes his way, he's fully rested. It's not like he's being pressured this entire game, which he's definitely been pressured a lot if you look at a lot of these scores. So this is a big rest game for him where he can just take his time and have a lot of strength when the ball comes his way.
Yeah, Central, they've allowed a lot of points this season. bunch of double-digit points allowed by them.
Yeah, again, I've played great competition. Westfield, Bernards, Pingree, to name a few. Playing the best of the best in the state. It's Central on the attack. Behind the goal is number 11, Billy Kaufman.
All right, you got him? All right, great.
Hard push. Yeah, that's going to be an easy
Yeah.
call there. That flag's going to be on Alexi Maria. Clear push there, Eden.
Yeah, I only saw the aftermath of that. It looked pretty unnecessary to me. It just looked like, I mean, for Phillipsburg, these players might have a little bit of like just anger going on. Like they're upset about the score, the outcome of the game. Just trying to take their anger out, which is pushing the other players to the ground. It's not the way to do it, but yeah.
I called the G.
Over 6 minutes in the fourth left.
I called the G.
Terracone to Kaufman. Farley still in the game. Goes right back to Farley. There's Holland. Shot attempt there. And that's going to go in for number 32, Landon Frey, his second goal on the year. Now a 13-2 lead, 11-point lead for Hunterdon Central.
Central, 13 points. I believe you said how much points they had going to this game? 30?
30 goals going into this game, now 43 on the year.
Nearly got half of the goals. Scored in this game. 13, 30 going to this game. Yeah, 2 more. It would be half of
Again, up by 12. It's a running clock, so one more goal. If Central can get one more goal here, running clock until Phillipsburg can respond, if they do. Here's the face-off. Looks like it'll be Logan Kay taking it. Kay's had 10 face-offs taken going into this game. He's won 6. 6 percentage win. Phillipsburg trying to get one goal before this quarter ends. It's Connor Johnson at it behind the goal. Comes back. Hillel back to Johnson. Right back to Donnelly. Donnelly 2 goals. He only 2 goals for Phillipsburg. Ball right up in the air. Whistle going to be blown.
Central has not really taken the foot off the gas pedal. Up by a lot, still playing aggressive, still not allowing Phillipsburg to really do anything.
That goal almost goes in. Just on the left of it. Devlin saves it. Excuse me, that's not Devlin. Seems the backup goalie for Central is in. Central can really just hold on to this if they want. Have a big lead. Looking to slow down the pace here, perhaps. Terracone has it. Trying to get it right off the ground, you will. 4 minutes left. Shot attempt from Farley. Won't go in, but it stays with Central.
Just under 4 minutes to play.
That shot, no good. Tried to get another shot. It's poked up in the air. Hard to tell who has it. Phillipsburg will have it.
Messy spot there near Central's goal, or near Phillipsburg's goal.
Shot attempt, no good.
So it's a new Central goalie, and that is,
Don't have the number on the roster. It's the backup goalie for Central.
yeah, number 6. So that's, I believe, Harrison Marr now on the field from Central.
Shot from Phillipsburg. That will go in. And Phillipsburg will be on the board once again. That's their third goal of the game. That one was scored by number 0. So a 13-3 lead now. Lead still 10 for the Red Devils. But good for Phillipsburg. Just get one more before the quarter ends.
Central, most of second string players and mostly backups. These backups, they're just trying to prove something. They're trying to play for more playing time. I mean, they do that in practice. They do it when there's games like this where it's just not a close game.
Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. He did the saxophone. It was cool.
That shot, a little high over the goal. Goes out, stays with Phillipsburg. 2:22 left. Connor Johnson. High pass, but Paulus recovers it. That shot goes in. Great shot there for number 37. That's Noah Birmingham. Really good shot with the distance. And Phillipsburg, 2 goals in 2 minutes, 13-4 lead.
Yeah, great long shot there by Birmingham. Long distance, looked to be around like 10 yards away. Tough to do. It's not an easy goal to make at all.
Yeah. Phillipsburg have not stopped trying, although down a lot. 2 goals before the quarter ends. Looking to maybe add more. Here's the face-off with under 2. Phillipsburg is going to win it. Logan Carpenter won that face-off. A lot of speed here for Highwell. Looking to get another goal. Can't get it there. Johnson attempted. With 1:30, Central's coming on the attack. That's number 23, Joe Rollins. He's been on the face-off for most of the game.
Final minute and a half here.
Farley gives it off to Holland. Final minute of the game. Lost it. Back up. Back on the ground. Gavin Delorier poked that one out. Central sticks with it. Farley right back with it. Farley has 2 goals in the game today. Farley's holding on to it. Gives it to Holland. They've been staying towards the midfield. Haven't really been pushing.
Yeah, just probably going to continue doing this for the final 20 seconds.
Yeah, just pass this back and forth. Maybe try to get 1 goal before it ends. As they're going closer. That pass high. Stays with... Nope. Looks like it's going to be Phillipsburg.
Yeah. Phillipsburg, final 16 seconds, seeing
Yeah.
if they can potentially just add one more.
Gotta hurry here if you're Phillipsburg. Try to get one more goal. Final 10 seconds. The goalie's still with it. That's Hummer. Hummer, high pass. And that won't be caught. That'll go out with 2 seconds. Central really can just pass this and end it here.
Yeah.
And that's what they're going to do as the clock runs out. And Hunterdon Central gets their second win of the season and advance in the Hunterdon Warren Sussex tournament. A 13-4 win. Ethan Washington, 6 goals in this game. And a good, we needed win for Central. They will take on Voorhees in the next round. Thank you all for tuning in to HCTV. Stay tuned. Flag football tomorrow.